Well, the countdown is on for Halloween, folks. Just 5 days left, and we really want to make sure every child has a great, safe, and really memorable trick-or-treating experience.
Because let's face it, all children deserve that,
Yeah.
right? So here with us to make sure that that is going to happen is Kimberly Heineman. She's a board-certified behavior analyst with Hope Bridge Autism Therapy Centers. It's great to have you on the show.
It's great to be here. Thank you for having me.
So let's talk about some of these possible challenges that kids with autism could face during, Halloween and trick-or-treating.
Yeah, so it's going to be different because autism presents so differently in every individual. But really, I think some of the challenges that they could face is just understanding what does trick-or-treating look like? What are the expectations? And then also the change in the routine. This is a very different type of event. It's not something that kids get to practice often. And then communication differences is a big one. Just the differences among each individual, being able to communicate with the different neighbors that they might encounter. And then lastly, just the sensory sensitivities.
Right.
And that varies across all individuals, neurotypical and individuals with autism. Maybe the lights, maybe the sounds.
Yeah, and we had a list there for you on the screen, which you probably just saw. They may not even understand what's going on with the costumes, especially some of the scarier ones. So that's really good to take note of. And how would a homeowner know if a child comes up and they are autistic?
Yeah, I don't know if you could necessarily pinpoint it because autism has no physical attributes. And if you know one child with autism, you know one child with autism. So everybody's so different.
So is there, a blue bucket? Is there something that's maybe standard for people who have autism that they generally do that a homeowner could look out for?
Yeah, they've started to add things like having kids carry blue Halloween trick-or-treat pails and things like that to sort of signify that there might be a difference. But overall, you're not going to really see the things that you might expect.
Right. Now, what are some of the strategies that could be helpful for families who are, either passing out candy or even those who are partaking in some of, the festivities on Halloween?
Yeah, I think for families, it's really just doing the planning. Planning roughly though too, because you have to prepare for unexpected changes and you can't predict everything. So having that plan, also practicing, knowing the route, maybe creating like a little map with your child so that they know where to go, practicing the costume wearing. And then explaining what the expectations are. What is that going to look like? What is trick-or-treating going to feel like? And then we use lots of visual support, so also having different things that would make things a little bit easier. As I mentioned, kids have communication challenges sometimes. And so having something that they could say trick or treat with a visual and then maybe thank you as well, just to sort of take the stress out of it for the families.
Okay.
And then having a plan for taking breaks, I think, is something that families often overlook, whether that's just having a car parked in the neighborhood so that you can take that 5-minute breather. And then just breaking down the steps of what trick-or-treating looks like, again, is just going to increase your chances of success that day. And then lastly would just be maybe doing something with a group of friends, doing something on a smaller scale, doing a trunk or treat.
Okay, and I love all the goodies you have here.
Yeah.
We have all of this stuff online for you.
Yeah, absolutely. So be sure to visit AtlantaNewsFirst.com, and we've got all this great information because it's really helpful for everybody as they get out and have a safe and pleasant experience. We appreciate you being here with us.
Yeah,